Hello, TradingView. How are you? Welcome back. Let's do another video. It's been 2 weeks, I think, since I did the last video. And, sometimes when things are starting to get interesting and volatile, it's best not to do a video, especially not the free ones. I kind of keep some things to myself and my subscribers, my friends. So let's get started with this week's video. Uh, the fact that Apple and Google are starting to break down is not a good sign. Okay. Now, for all the expert buy the dippers and, a million views and everything that, never seen a bear market in their lives, and you cannot call COVID drop a bear market that only lasted 33 days. That's not a bear market. Even though it dropped 34, whatever percent, that's not a bear market. So anyway, if this is going to be something significant, it's going to be relentless. It's going to blow out expert after expert after expert who are used to, for the last 11 years, buying the dip. And it's going to be extraordinarily ugly. So if you see a persistency to the downside, doesn't mean you won't get 1, 2, 3 days to the upside, but if you see a persistency to the downside, uh, that's going to be very telling. Okay. Now, there's some other indicators which I won't go over now that would also help us see how deep and how severe this could be. Um, Let me go back and I want to talk a little bit about AMC and Game and all the guys that used to come in here and give me all this grief, all right, about how it's going. GameStop is going to $1 billion a share and da 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 da, right? So let's start with this one here. Come on, it won't play. All right, we'll do it another way. Where is it? All right, so we had a thrust up move here. And this is little indicators that I like to put together because, it gives me information that normally cannot be found anywhere else as to what is interesting to me. And what you can see here is that you had a nice big thrust up move, right? And then a big thrust down move again, which we call to the downside. Then another thrust up move, then it came back down, and then another thrust up, but never cleared the previous high. And I said, be careful. This is going to go to the downside, right? So let's see what happened. Yeah, magic. Magic. It went to the downside. Okay. Um, Again, this is charting. If you understand charting, if you understand what you're looking at, uh, you'll uh, you'll be able to make a better decision as to what the good risk reward is. Here's another example of game. This is back on June 15th, and oh my God, all the comments and it's ugly. So let's take a look what happened. Okay, boom, down again. So not surprising. Now remember this. If they don't scare you out, they're going to wear you out. So what does that mean? Well, here they try to scare you out, all right, even here, and now they're wearing you out. Okay. Um, so all those people that were buying for all the wrong reasons, they're getting hurt now. They're really getting hurt because remember back here when I said, hey, get out of this thing, run, it was $329 and now it's $175 and likely going to go lower. Okay. AMC. AMC. Okay. Same thing. That same chart, right? So let's take a look at AMC. Where is it at? Here it is. AMC wave 3 ending pattern. Okay. This is back on June 3rd. Boom. Down it went. Okay. It went even lower. So remember, this started out at 73 and ended up at 32. Okay. More than half. Now it's at what? I forgot what it's 38. Okay. If they don't scare you out, they're going to wear you out. And that's what they're doing now. They're wearing you out. So Again, I'm not telling you this stuff to disagree. I'm trying to teach people who are willing to learn something different. Okay, very simple stuff. This is not magic. So anyway, let's go back in time. Tesla got grief about this. I said, look, this is likely going to go higher. And this was all the way back on July 1st. It's got a nice little bullish setup right in here. See it? Right? Kind of thrusts up, builds a nice little bull flag, and then off it goes. Right? Let's see how this turned out. Yeah, of course. Okay. This is what I'm saying. You know, I'm trying to teach you something, and people sit here rather argue with me. So Tesla was a good call. Diana Shipping, I don't know how long I've been telling people, buy this, buy this, buy this, buy it. Sure enough, woo, up it went. So that's doing good. Um, it's up 162%, by the way, from this area here. Um, it's not bad. And if you go from the bottom, it's up, I think, like 400%, 300 something. World Stock Market Index. All right. This started to break down. And guess what? It's lower. Not looking good. World Stock Market Index minus the US. It's a head and shoulders at the previous high, double topping, blah, blah, blah. And that's lower. So that's another good call there as well. So overall, I'm not posting too much now because the market is in a real funky kind of special place. There's a lot of macro fundamental things that are going on in the background, and no, it's not Evergrande tacos in China, and it's not the debt ceiling, although I'm sure it has some effect on it, of course, but it's not that. There's a lot more going on, but that's more macroeconomic stuff, and I'm not going to talk about it here. All right. Uh, Here's a bad call. All right, Rio Tinto. This I was expecting a bounce, and it didn't work. Does it mean it's not going to work? No, that's not what it means. It just means it had a much deeper pullback. All right, that's all that means. Now, cryptos. I know a lot of guys like the cryptos. Um, where is it? All right, cryptos. All right. For me, for right now, the way I look at cryptos is this is a bullish formation. All right. 1, 2, 3 down, looking for more upside. Now, how much of an upside? Well, you know, um, enough to make money previous high. How about that? It could go a lot higher. All right. Bitcoin in of itself, the same pattern. Okay. It's the same pattern here. Look for more upside. I can't draw. I got like Parkinson's or something. Here it goes again. All right. So this is bullish as well. Ethereum, Bitcoin, they're looking bullish. Uh, Total crypto market is looking bullish. Now, if it starts to break down hither, okay, if it starts to break down here, depending how it breaks, what it looks like, I might change my mind. All right. But generally speaking, you want to be long. Okay. The risk reward, right? These are key areas and key areas we like. Um, if you're not in it, you don't have to be in it until it breaks. Okay. Wait for this to break and then you can take it. All right. No reason to be buying this chop if you're out of the market. If you're in it, you should be in it somewhere back here, not up here. If you're in it, you can kind of hold it. All right. Same thing with Bitcoin. Doge and all that stuff. I don't trade it, but it's the same thing. You know, I would look for the breakout. I would be interested here. But these things, I don't like them. I mean, I'll analyze it, but I don't like it. Ripple, I don't know. This thing doesn't look that good to me. I don't even want to analyze it. Litecoin, it doesn't look good to me either. Okay. Uh, what else? Forex, I don't really want to cover it. You know, there's a there's a move up. I don't think it's that significant. Okay. I don't know. It just this line, by the way, is not valid. There's no hook. But I don't know. It just looks like down, some kind of a correction for more downside. It's just bouncing from here. All right. Don't read too much into it. I haven't traded Forex. I mean, I've dibbled and dabbled and tried, and unless the dollar has a clear direction, I don't trade Forex. And there's no clear direction in the dollar right now. It hasn't been so since February 2015. I did trade this. I traded a little bit of this, and then just kind of give up. All right, because there's no direction, there's no clarity. How about China? What's going on with China? China, you know, it's having its problems. Don't get too caught up in the headlines with this Evergrande tacos in China. You know, people say, "Oh, Lehman Brothers, Lehman Brothers." Forget about Lehman Brothers. Lehman Brothers happens once in a lifetime. It's not going to be every time there's a banking problem. It's a Brothers moment. Okay, that's not the way it works. Whatever is going to happen is cannot be seen, or it's so evidently clear. It's a big elephant in the room, and we just can't see it, or we're just disregarding it, like printing trillions of dollars for no reason and no economic growth to show for it. That's a big deal. So that would be a big elephant, for example. Uh, what else? What else? So we talked about the Nasdaq, okay, kind of rolling over. S&P 500 rolling over. Small caps going sideways. Dow Jones, you know, not looking too good. What else? What else should I talk about? Apple, right? Look for more downside. Oops. Look for more downside here. Now remember, once it comes to this support area, it becomes a key area, right? Look at this as the canary in the coal mine. So if it comes down here somewhere, this is either going to bounce or it's going to start to fall apart. If it starts to fall apart, big red flag. Be really, really careful. Canary in the coal mine. All right. That's about it. All right. So thank you again. If you have any questions, just post them below. I'll be more than happy to answer them. Again, if it keeps getting volatile and getting a little bit crazy, I'm not going to be making too many posts. It's not that I'm ignoring anybody, but there's nothing really to definitively say one way or another, publicly at least. Um, be careful, be careful, be careful, because this can really end up being very, very, very ugly. And again, it's not the debt ceiling, it's not these negotiations, it's not Evergrande tacos in China. Uh, but once the market starts to sell off and it keeps going and going and going, and you're going to get that urge, well, it's down too much, and buy the dip, because that's what people have been trained to do for the past 11, 12 years. Buy the dip, you're going to puke it up. So be really, 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 really careful. Remember, the market is going to apply the maximum amount of pain to the maximum amount of people, the maximum amount of time. Okay? And everybody's super bullish. And that's not good. All right. Take care. Have a good weekend. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.